60% and about 80 seats, would rate as a major triumph for the opposition. Yet these differences are constitutionally insignificant. For better or worse, even the low end of the range would leave the PAP in complete control of Parliament and the post-election agenda, fully in charge of all instruments of power and able to govern decisively. But as Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong observed in a Nomination Day press conference, election outcomes must also be measured qualitatively and not just by numbers. If you have an election at the end of which you have, let's say, even a very overwhelming majority, but the minority who voted against you are extremely, intensely unhappy with the outcome, the country is divided. There is a lack of trust, mutual lack of respect. I think that's a bad outcome, he said. Sadly, such insight has not translated into action. In the run-up to GE 2020, as well as during the campaign period, the PAP has sometimes conducted itself in ways likely to alienate many Singaporeans, including middle ground voters, most of whom may still pick the PAP from Friday's menu, but do so holding their noses. Instead of exuding the calm, confidence and magnanimity that one expects from a ruling party headed for a very comfortable majority, if not a clean sweep, the PAP has displayed a misplaced insecurity about its electoral prospects, as well as impatience about not getting the last word in every controversy. It seems unwilling to adapt to an electorate that includes many who came of voting age at ease with the back and forth of social media. A few examples help to illustrate this. Hardball electioneering. First, just before Parliament was dissolved, the PAP published an attack by a government office holder on a well-regarded playwright and poet, Alfian Sa'at, thus triggering a campaign of online hate against him. The real target was Workers' Party leader Pritam Singh, who had earlier spoken up for Alfian in Parliament. The affair indicated that the PAP treats private citizens as acceptable collateral damage in its partisan battles. The article also raised eyebrows by implying that Alfian should show more gratitude as a minority, since Singapore provided him an education and a living that is denied to many minorities in the region. Second, when PAP newbie Ivan Lim's proposed candidature was derailed by stories about his alleged arrogance and elitism, PM Lee depicted the episode as a trial by internet. This was a curious characterization of the chain of events.